Tamika. Good evening, Lions Pride. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Tamika. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Veterans Day. I hope you're doing good today. Hope you had a great Monday, a happy Monday, a magnificent Monday. Every positive word you can think of Monday. I hope you had one. I hope anybody who catches this live or the live replay has had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. Happy Veterans Day to the veterans and their families, and thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tamika. Thank you for your service. If you are a vet, if you are an immediate family of a vet, someone that's close to you, which most Americans are, you know, some of us may not have people who are really, really close, but some of us do. So, hey, Shawanda. How you doing, Shawanda? Thank you, and you too. Shawanda says, hey, everybody. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. How was your Veterans Day? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your service to all veterans. It's hard being a veteran. It's hard being a veteran. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. There are some good sides to it. There are some good things about it. But it can be hard. It can be hard. It can be hard being the family of a vet, right? It can be hard being the family of a vet. So I watched the Veterans Day festivities, the Veterans Day ceremony in DC. Some people had, ceremonies. I think every city and state has some type of ceremony, which is a good thing. They should. We should respect the veterans and show them our appreciation. The ones who have fought and the ones who have not fought. Because for the ones who have fought, of course, it's self-explanatory, but for the ones who have not fought, you never know when they may have to. You never know when they may have to. They have to be on ready. Families have to be on ready. And they got to go. And they have got to go. So, if you know a veteran, just tell him thank you for his or her service. And when you hear, at first when I was a kid, when I was a kid, I always wondered why would they tell each other that? Like you could be at a mall or something and you could see a soldier and you could hear them say to each other, thank you for your service. But you know what? As I got older and became a part of it all and knew why, they've got to tell each other that. That's just like a boost, you know? That's a boost to their morale. A lot of times, you know how we say, if you don't think you're nice, if you don't think you're pretty, if you don't think you're handsome, if you don't think that you're good at something, who will? If you don't tell yourself, who will? I think that's what that's kind of all about. Like the brotherhood, sisterhood. They got to tell each other. They got to boost each other up. Because a lot of times, everyday people, they see people like maybe in uniform out in public, and they just say, hey, there goes a soldier. But they don't really tell them, thank you for your service. So what better way than to show each other appreciation? At least they'll get some appreciation. So even when it's not Veterans Day, when you see a soldier, you see a vet, it's a nice thing to tell them thank you. Whether they served whether they're active duty or not, whether they're part-time, Army Reserve, National Guard, whatever reserve they may be in, or full-time. They got to be ready, y'all. They got to be ready to go. at the drop of a hat. So there's nothing wrong with telling them, thank you. Thank you. Oh, they need to cut that grass, y'all. They need to cut that grass. Y'all ever have a neighbor that needs to cut their grass? They're like they're always the last person to cut the grass. Y'all ever have a neighbor like that? I'm a firm believer in people doing whatever they want to do as long as they're not breaking the law. But I ain't gonna lie. I am not, sorry about that, y'all. Of course, this person always calls me during this hour when I'm walking. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm a firm believer in people doing what they want to do as long as they're not breaking the law or causing harm to anybody. But when I see somebody that hadn't cut their yard and everybody else's yard is cut, it's like, ugh. But it's a good thing that it doesn't last too long, because the homeowners association will not play. They will not play about that. So we want to tell everybody, thank you for cutting your grass. Thank you for keeping your yard in order, keeping that lawn mowed. But again, to all of the soldiers, men and women, everywhere, wherever you are, United States military personnel, thank you for your service. We appreciate you. You are appreciated. A lot of y'all were probably off work today for the Veterans Day. Depending on where you are, where you work, you probably were off work. So hopefully you got a chance to enjoy this 3-day weekend in a positive way. In a good way. Hello. Y'all want to move those legs? I want you guys to get up and move those legs if you are in this live. If you are one of the people right now who is in this live. If one of you, just one of you, but I would like for all of you to get up and move. Move, move, move. Keep moving those legs. Keep moving that body. Move that body. Work that body. Make sure you don't hurt that body, okay? Keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. And I want you to do that for 30 minutes each day. Each day of the week. 7 days a week. There's nothing wrong with 7 days a week. You don't have to overdo it. But just do it 7 days a week. There's nothing wrong with getting aerobic cardiovascular activity in 7 days a week. Now, of course, personal and professional disclaimer, as we have given for the past 2 years, because we know what we're talking about over here. We're not just throwing out disclaimers because we don't want to look crazy. Listen, always, always consult that primary health care provider. All right? YouTube doesn't give us, they don't issue us licenses, registrations, certificates, certifications. They don't do that. So for those of us who do have those, it is definitely crucial that we make those disclaimers. You have some people who are physical therapists, occupational therapists, doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, not nutritionists, dietitians. Many of them have YouTube channels. They got that paperwork they put in. They went to school. They were formally educated. They did their clinical services. We have the right to say professional and personalized disclaimer. And so we do. Okay? We don't want you to do anything. I don't want you to do anything I say or do over here without contacting, consulting, having a conversation with your medical doctor, your physician's assistant, your nurse practitioner, your psychologist, or psychotherapist even. Okay? Nutritionist, dietitian, your physical therapist or your occupational therapist, especially if you've had any type of injury in the past or if you have any type of health issues, okay? Hey, Nader Yasmin East. Hey girl, hey. How you doing? When you gonna drop us some videos? When you gonna drop us some videos? I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. You are my favorite. I watch you and a couple more, but you know you're my favorite. See y'all, when the traffic is coming, you gotta keep moving. Keep moving. Hey April Showers. Hello April. How you doing, April? Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Nadira, I don't know if I always wonder if I'm saying your name right. But I do appreciate you, sis. You know I love you. I love your channels. Okay? And I appreciate you for coming through here. And as soon as you drop a video, I'm going to be right there watching it. If it's the Lord's will, we're going to be watching and sharing. So y'all, please check her out. Hey, Jordan. Welcome to the chat, Jordan. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for sharing me out. Thank you, Adrian. Adrian. What am I thinking about, Adrian? I must be thinking about Adrian Slays. We was talking about mukbanging. She be eating too. Well, she used to. But y'all check out Nadira. She is like my favorite mukbanger. Okay? Okay? And she's stylish. She's stylish. It's not just about the food, okay? She's stylish. April says she's doing well. Hello, Jordan. Jordan said he shared me out. And bro, you know I appreciate you. Please check out the J Jordan. Okay? Because he got something for you every day as it results to health and fitness. All right? They say that your health is your wealth. Well, listen. Health and fitness are your wealth, okay? Because a lot of times people can be healthy, right? But they go to walk up a set of stairs and they be like, whoo! So you just want to be a little bit more fit, okay? You just want to be a little bit more fit. Your health and fitness are your wealth. All right? Nadira came through. Y'all, please check her out. Please. And Nadira, I'm waiting on you to just drop some more videos. Hey, my bro Chef Fine his wine, just getting off work. So happy Veterans Day, y'all. Happy Veterans Day to each and every one of you guys. Thank you, Jordan, my bro, for sharing me out. Y'all know I'm all about the fitness, the health and well-being. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, psychologically, okay? Mentally, all that. It's not just the physical aspect, it's all of it, right? So go over there and please check out Jordan. What did you do today? For Veterans Day, he was at the bowling alley. Okay? Please check out my bro, Chef Fine his wine. All right? He just dropped a bit of information over there just yesterday, I think it was, letting us know the importance of olive oil. Okay? So please check out my bro, the baddest chef, the best chef on these YouTube streets. Chef Fine his wine, that's his name. How are you today, my lunch fry? I am good today, Chef. I am good. Wishing everybody a happy Veterans Day. If you are a veteran, thank you for your service, okay? Whether you have fought or not, okay? Whether you are active or not, because we all know that you got to be ready to go at the drop of a hat, right? April Showers, please go over there and check out April. All right? Shawanda came through here. Tamika Davis was in here earlier. Thank you guys for coming through on this Veterans Day, sharing some of your time with me. I appreciate you. You could be doing anything else, and you probably are, because we know, look, what do? We multitask, right? We multitask. We multitask. Most of us are always doing 2 or 3 things at a time, right? Always doing 2 or 3 things at a time. Tamika says, hey, April. Hey, April Showers. We're always doing 2 or 3 things at a time. I think the bulk of us are. I think most of us are. Look, when we're at work, we're trying to work and do our jobs. And at the same time, even if it's just the fact that you're thinking about something else, right? You're multitasking. So I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your tasking. Let me be a part of your multitasking. Jordan says, hi, April Showers. Everybody is speaking. I appreciate y'all speaking to each other. Okay? Support each other. Support positive content and content creators. Okay? Support people who just want to be left alone and want to do their thing and just motivate other people. Okay? In a good, positive way. Right? Sometimes when you're like that, we grow slower than the other stuff. But that's okay. That is quite okay because you're growing. You're growing, right? My bro Chef has grown so much over the past few years. Jordan has grown a lot. April has grown. Everybody in here. And then you go through stuff on the app and you come out and you come back. Guess what? You didn't give up. You came back out. You came back fighting. Tamika says, hey, Nadira. Hey. I thank you guys for coming in here on this Veterans Day. Y'all, it gets dark so much earlier. Me and Chef was talking about that the other day. How it gets so much darker so much sooner. How it gets, I guess it's not really even any darker, but it's a lot sooner. It is sooner. It does get darker sooner. Jordan says, hi there, Tamika Davis. You guys, please support each other. Okay? Please support each other. Like I said, it's the holidays, all right? Support good, positive content. Now, watch and support whatever you want to watch, but I'm just pushing and emphasizing good content and positive content because it gets less support, right? It gets less support. Chef says darkish. It gets less support. So I want you guys to just, try your best to support each other. I love watching Jordan. He does the shorts, and when he does the videos, they aren't long, and that's probably even better. If it's a short video, go rent it up. Watch it. I know only one view, it'll only let one view count, but go watch it, share it out, share out. And listen, I don't tell people what to do, but when you share out stuff, make sure you're sharing out people who share you out or people who are also supportive of you. Now, they may not be able to share you out tit for tat. You share them out, they share you out. You may share them out 2 or 3 times. They may miss you, but then they come back and catch up with you 2 or 3 times later. Okay? So just make sure that you focus on who supports you. And then when you see that it's just not really happening, then don't be upset about it. Don't be mad about it. Just move on to the person that does support you. Okay? Who does come into your chat, who does say something to you, who does say hello. I'm not big on me being shared out. I appreciate it when people do it. And I appreciate certain people doing it. I really, really appreciate you, Jordan. I appreciate my bro, Chef Finest Wine, for being my moderator, coming over here, checking us out. Chef be busy, okay? Chef be working. And he is a chef. I'm waiting on that next big opportunity, Chef, where you're going to enter another contest and show them what you got. That's what I'm waiting on. I see Jordan speaking to Tamika. Chef says, exactly. Yeah, a lot of times, and you can't always stay in a live from start to finish either. Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes a live can be boring to you. But even when it's boring to me, I still go in there for a little bit and I let it play. And if I know it's somebody who's trying to get hours, I still let it play. Why? Because even if it's boring to me, if it's positive, it's not negative, why not help them? I may not stay in there the whole entire 30 minutes, hour, or 2 hours, but if I come in there and I say hello, you can best believe I'm going to let you run. Even if I have to cut it off when I say hello and do whatever I'm doing, if I'm at work or something, when I get home, this is what I start doing. I start kind of making a little notation of who I need to let run. Because you need to try to help out the people who are trying to grow. And Jordan has been really, really growing. Like, I was surprised to see, not surprised that he's growing, but see, I don't check stuff like that. So maybe that's why I was surprised. I don't look at people's sub count. Now, don't get it twisted. If somebody come over there talking noise about sub counts and stuff like that, yeah, I'll look. I'll look. Because we know which ones are legit and we know which ones aren't. It is what it is. Like it or not, we know it. We know which ones are legit. We know which ones aren't. And I know. My bro, Chef Finest Wine, is legit. Too legit to quit. And Jordan, his is legit. April is legit. Okay? And again, whether you like the content or not, if that person is cool people, they come and say hello to you sometimes, try your best to support them. Maybe you don't watch it, but give them a thumbs up, okay? Leave a comment. You can listen to, if it's an hour-long video, right? You can listen to any portion of that video for a minute or two and respond to that part. Respond to that part. We know it's only 24 hours in a day and you got a lot of stuff to do, but if you are on the app, support those who support you. Support those who you see. Support positive content. And don't worry about, when you see them in other places, let that be a lesson to you. Because if they're always telling you that they're doing something, but they're always somewhere else, or they always know about all the ongoings of other places, hey, that's what they like. People like what they like. But let that be your lesson to support the ones that do come through and say hello and who interact with you. Because y'all know we like a lot of different stuff. And I always tell you, I ain't no hypocrite. I like a little mess. I like a little mess. But I don't like it when it crosses the line too much. And I don't like being in it when it crosses the line too much. Because sometimes we ourselves will cross the line. And I don't like that type of thing. Right? But people do defend themselves, right? People do defend themselves. If you have to do what you have to do if you ask people to leave you alone. So, I'm no hypocrite. I just try not to. I think anybody can be a little bit messy. And if asked to stop, they should be able to stop. That's the same concept we teach our kids. Leave people alone when they say they want to be left alone. Right? That's just kind of like a golden rule. The golden rule, the main rule is treat others how you would like to be treated. But guess what? That's not the only golden rule. So traffic is coming. We got to keep those legs going up. Right? We got to keep the legs going up. But yeah, y'all, that's like the golden rule. But it's not the only golden rule. Right? So this intersection is busy. People are trying to get off work. They're trying to get home before it gets dark. A lot of times people don't like to be out when it's dark, right? They like to be at home. And with it getting dark earlier, as soon as people clock out or sign out, or if they're on a salary, just leave, whatever they do, they're trying to get out of here and get home. They're trying to get home. So it's usually not this busy, but I think the fact that it gets darker so much earlier, people are trying to get home. And just think about it. Pretty soon, probably like when? Maybe the week of Thanksgiving, everything's going to pop off, y'all. Everything is going to pop off. It's going to be traffic. Let me tell you, I know people now like to have their foods delivered, their groceries delivered. But let me tell you, I don't want nobody else picking my groceries, especially for Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff like that. Easter, I don't want anybody else picking my stuff. Because, like I was saying the other day, I don't use pure butter like the Land O'Lakes until the holiday season. Because I got to have that pure butter when I bake and when I cook for holidays, okay? Got to have the pure butter. Unsalted, preferably unsalted Land O'Lakes. If they're out of the unsalted, I'll go ahead and get the salted. But I usually use Smart Balance spread because of the fat makeup and the fact that it can help maintain already healthy cholesterol numbers. Now, if your cholesterol numbers are a little up and down, I don't know what it can do for you. Hopefully anything that you overindulge in is too much, right? Even if it's these healthy spreads and stuff like that, these artificial sweeteners and things like that. But something like Smart Balance, and there are a couple of other spreads and sprays, they have a healthier fat makeup. So I try to stick with olive oil, avocado oil, and Smart Balance. Smart Balance. Olive oil, avocado oil, and Smart Balance. That's what I try to stick with. But when the holidays roll around, I go right on down to the grocery store, y'all, and I get that Land O'Lakes. And we bake those sweet potato pies. We bake those cakes with that Land O'Lakes, okay? But it's just the holidays. It's just the holidays. I for years now, I really just buy Land O'Lakes during the holidays. It's that pure butter. It's that pure butter. You know, it makes the food taste good. It's just like with these artificial sweeteners. Uh, a lot of them aren't as good as people say. There are some that are, but if you just use regular table sugar in moderation, you know, you should be good. Barring that you have a health condition, you know, that you shouldn't use it at all or something like that. That's why we say what? Contact your primary healthcare provider, your nutritionist, your dietitian. You might not even have a nutritionist or a dietitian, but he can help you, your doctor can tell you how to lay off of that stuff. Sometimes he can send you to someone who can help you with your diet, right? Your fitness coach, your weight trainer at the gym can also help you with some things, okay? Just like over here in Lions Pride, we drop nuggets, right? You guys drop nuggets in the chat. I drop nuggets sometimes, and hopefully those nuggets can help you or someone that you know. And hopefully the nuggets that you drop for each other can help me, help each other, or someone that you guys know. Okay? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Like I said, I am not over here in Lions Pride. YouTube does not hand us any licenses, certifications, right? Or registrations. But each of us live in a state that does. So we have to protect those, right? And we have to give out those disclaimers, professional disclaimers, because it's hard work getting registered, licensed, and certified to do certain things, okay? It's hard work doing that. So that's why it kind of burns me up when I hear people who have none of that throwing out disclaimers. I'm like, all you gotta do is just say, y'all don't do this at home, this is what I do. Because it's like, okay. Because I'm not gonna tell y'all to do anything that I wouldn't do. But I also want you to check with your healthcare team before you do any of it, right? They are the circle that circles around you, Adam. You are the nucleus. You are the most important part. So make sure that you all communicate, that you make sure that they also know about each other and that you're communicating properly, you know, with everyone in the circle, okay? Chef says, I don't eat white sugar at all. I only do cane. Okay, is cane supposed to be better? Yeah, because it's not processed at all. If you're using straight cane sugar, it's not supposed to be processed. Not to my knowledge, it's not supposed to be processed at all. Because you know, the cane sugar, if it's straight cane sugar, especially if do you have like access to cane? Like the cane, sugar cane? Now, I use that sometimes. I recently had to get an EKG. Okay. I hope I was good. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they'll see some things, but they'll be like, oh, they'll ask you your age, what do you do? And it'll be kind of normal. Like if it's not picture perfect like when you were 20, they'll see some things and it'll be like, it's okay. And sometimes they don't see anything. You look like you did. Even though you know that you're older, your body's older, your organs are older, they look perfectly fine. And sometimes, you know, you got to listen to what the doctor says and try not to panic. And sometimes they'll see something and they'll be like, oh, but it's okay. 40% of the population does this. 60% of the population does that. So I hope everything was good, Chef. Thank God. Thank God. Thank him. Thank God for that. Thank God that it was normal. And you know, just keep on doing what you're doing. And when you find things that you could do better, you know, try to do better. Because you know that everything is perfectly normal. So just keep doing what you're doing. And when you find things that are better, focus on doing what you're doing to keep it that way. So that's a blessing. That is great to hear. Because, you know, sometimes people like that drink a lot of caffeine. A lot of times our bodies have gotten used to the caffeine, but sometimes, you know, even if your body is used to something, once you've done it for years and years, like people will have palpitations, like heart palpitations, arrhythmias, you know, tachycardia, meaning it beats too fast, bradycardia, meaning it beats too slow. You know, there are a variety of things that could happen. And oftentimes they just watch it and, you know, they tell you things as far as your mobility. Do you move? Do you get up? Do you exercise any? You know, they encourage you to do those things. Even when they see something, they want you to do those things. Because even if someone does have a test that says, oh, this is going on, a lot of times, depending on what it is, they're still going to want you to exercise and to move, right? But they want you, they're going to tell you how much, they're going to let you know what intensity to do that at. I have been exercising every day, so I think that played a positive part. Yes, absolutely. So it's very important, right, Chef? It is very important to get that cardio, that aerobic activity in, okay? Open up those lungs. Take those deep breaths in, okay? Constant movement, moving, keep moving, keep moving. And I know a lot of people say, well, I move at work. Okay, that's good. And you may move consistently for more than 30 minutes, more than an hour. But take that time still right before work, right after work, or on your lunch break to just move for you. You know, for you. Just do it for you. Okay, y'all, he had, I thought he was gonna turn his music up. But yes, just move, keep moving. Be consistent. See these legs moving? Look at the legs move. And you don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be an Olympic runner, you know. You just need to move. Do it at your own pace, right? You don't have to keep up with the person next door. You don't have to keep up with the person that talks about exercising at church. You don't have to keep up with the, because you never know what people have done in their lifetime. You go out there, you see somebody on YouTube, and you want to be competitive, not knowing that they were a track runner in high school, not knowing that they played basketball, football, soccer, tennis, and they do so on a regular basis even now still. And you out there trying to compete where you don't compare. You got to get up, you got to move and be active within reason, and the more you do it, the more you'll become better at it. Your stamina will increase, your endurance will increase. So don't worry about what the next person is doing. Just get up and get started where you are. I always encourage you guys to do at least 30 minutes, right? But if you have to do 15, do 15. Do 15. If you have to do 10. Now, I won't tell anybody to really go less than 15, because think about it. What if you're pushed for time and you end up doing 10, right? So we at least want to do 15 just in case we have to do like 10 or something like that, right? Chef says, because the reality is I would eat the whole refrigerator. I know, Chef, right? The whole refrigerator. Look, I know a lot of times, you know I got to be damn careful what I say. Sometimes I say something else, and I just see a post or a live, and it's like, my shit just get taken out of my mouth verbatim. Shit. But I'm going to say this. A lot of the stuff that I post is not what you would think is healthy. But a lot of times, it's just like Rotel. I'm cooking that for everybody in the house on football Saturday, college football Saturday. I'm cooking that because they're about to watch the Eagles and the Cowboys. You know, I'm cooking that because my nephew wants some. My niece wants some. I'm cooking that because my kids, they do their own thing. They just gonna cook what they want to cook. Like, I'm doing that a lot of times because that's what somebody requested. But don't get it twisted. I will eat it. I will eat it, but I know not to overindulge in it. Okay? I know not to overindulge in it. The key, along with moderation being key, an important key as well is just not to overindulge when you do. Because, see, moderation can be once a week, right? But then when you have it once a week, you overindulge. So the keys, K-E-Y with an S. Moderation. And when you have it, don't overindulge, right? Don't overindulge. Have some sense about it. Have some sense about what you're doing. Moderation, and don't overindulge. And don't deprive yourself. Now, if you're doing something that's not healthy, or if you're eating something that's not healthy, if you have an unhealthy vice, you know, a lot of us have vices. Could be gambling, could be smoking, could be the way we eat, could be what we eat. You know, a lot of times what you eat is good, but you eat too much. Fruits and veggies are great, right? But if you eat too many fruit, you've still done what? You've overindulged in sugar. Even though it's natural sugar, you still, that's why there are serving sizes, right? There are these things that they call serving size. And you should be aware of your serving size. You should be aware of the number of fruit that you eat in a day. Because if you're eating fruit, that's a great thing. You want to get those antioxidants, those nutrients, those vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. But what you don't want to do because of the sugar is you don't want to overindulge. Yeah, oh my God, chef, who are you telling? And I'm like, so I'm like, you got to practice what you preach. So I tell people all the time, you'll see me put up a lot of different things. But a lot of times, somebody will come in my house with a bag, and I'm like, what is that? Oh, I'm like, let me make a short out of that. That's it, that's all. I'm going back in my room. I'm going back in my room. Yes, Rotel is fire. And the thing about Rotel is, oh my gosh, you can have it so many ways. You can have it so many ways. Man, you can have it so many ways. I know one lady, she does like a queso Rotel. Oh my gosh. You can have it so many ways. I see people put Rotel over their fries. I see people just eat straight, just, the straight Rotel. People use hamburger. They use turkey. They use sausage. They use the shrimp. They use a mix of it. Rotel is one of those things that you can just, look, it's no reason for your Rotel not to be fired. Right, Chef? It is no reason for your Rotel not to be fired. No reason at all for your Rotel not to be fired. There's so many different ways you can make that Rotel. It's no reason that your Rotel should not be fired. So when you see me upload something, and if it's not the healthiest, I either didn't eat it, or I just ate a serving, a small serving of it. I may have even eaten it twice that day, but I make sure not to overindulge. Because like Chef said, sometimes you feel like you want to eat the whole refrigerator. It's dark, y'all. Y'all can't see the legs move. Y'all might see them a little bit, but y'all still want to encourage you to get up and move those legs, okay? Move that body. Keep moving. Keep moving. Work that body. Work that body. Move that body. Move that body. Work that body. Work that body. Just make sure you don't hurt your body, okay? Because sometimes you can even work out a little bit too much, like the wrong way, the wrong form. You want to make sure that you're using proper form, okay? Believe it or not, there's even the right way to walk, a better way to walk, right? You can use cadence. There's a way to walk with those muscles. There's a way to walk if you have back issues. Like if you have back pain, there are better ways to walk than you just, getting up and moving. You have to concentrate and focus on it. You'll tend to get up and move. But I promise you, if you have things like back issues, leg issues, there are better ways to walk than just getting up and taking off. But you have to concentrate on it and get used to it. And it'll really help you with your leg pain, back pain, knee pain. So there are ways that you can even walk that are better ways to walk for you. Okay? You got to use those buttocks, there's those glutes, and take that pressure off that back, take that pressure off those knees. You have to walk in certain cadences that you can use. Talking about Veterans Day, happy Veterans Day again to all vets, active and non-active, retired and not. If you want to know what active and non-active mean, retired and not. Okay? Full-time or reserve, National Guard. To all of you. Thank you and salute to all of you. So there's some light, y'all. The legs are moving. You want to be brisk, right? You want to move. You want to be brisk about it. You want to make the work work. You want to make the work work. Make the work count. Make the work work. Make the work count. But listen, if you can't be brisk about it, that's okay. Start off slowly. Start at your level. Whatever your current level is, guess what? The more you do it, the better you'll get. The more you do it, the better you'll get. You'll start wanting to run. Yeah, you'll start wanting to run. Just like a baby. Remember, they learn to walk And a lot of times it's so funny, y'all, because we talk about how it's just like a baby. You get up, you take that first step or two. Initially, the very first couple of times, unless that baby's just a fast baby, you get up, you take that 1 or 2 steps, and once he realizes he's taking that 1 or 2 steps, he'll take off running right then just to try to get a few more in. He'll take off right then to get a few more in. But I have seen some babies who like just take off running. They just take off running. It's like they already have it in their mind that I gotta get in as many steps as possible. So their mind tells them to run. But usually it's kind of like they get up, take a step or two, and they fall. And then they're like, wait a minute, I'm learning something new. So they get up again, take a step or two, and then they try to run a step or two. That's just to get a little bit more in until they finally get balanced and get it right. Sometimes adults are like that too. Sometimes we're like that too. And the things that we're doing in life, sometimes we're like that too. You take a step or two, and with us, and even with babies, you take a step or 2 or 3 back, or you fall, and you get up, and you got to do it again. Something. Something happens, but you get up and get it right. Yeah, y'all, people are getting in later from work. People are trying to leave for work so they can get home earlier. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave this video at 45 minutes because it was too hot to start a little bit earlier. I've been starting a little bit earlier because it gets dark. But listen, we're almost middle of November, and some places are getting snow, and some places it's hot. So it was 80 degrees here. So yeah, we had to wait until it cooled down. We had to wait for it to cool down. So we're gonna do 45 minutes, and that should suffice. Check out the shorts table. Check out the shorts table where you will find a variety of shorts on my channel. Food, exercises, any and everything, okay? A plethora of things, right? You'll find it. Look at there, UPS truck is out. It's almost the holidays. I keep telling y'all the UPS truck is out here late. Well, it's not that late though. It's not that late. So check out the short videos, the shorts table and the short videos. Most of those short videos are rain or ocean sounds. You don't need a 13-hour rain or ocean video to fall asleep, right? You get a 10, 13-minute video and you'll be asleep before you know it. Put it on loop and you'll be asleep before you know it. Or get you a legit one that goes continuously. And hey, you'll wake up and it'll still be going and you'll be getting up, getting ready for work. You'll be getting up, getting ready for work. The ocean sounds are my favorite, of course. Then the rain sounds are a close second. So check out the short videos and also check out the shorts table. And I would appreciate it. And y'all know what time it is. It's time for me to tell you to not let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out, right? And if you find yourself in someone's misery lounge, GYGAG, grab your grip and go. Get up, get out of there. Go. Go back to your lounge. Go back to your place, to your space, your spot where you can be happy, okay? Where you may not be happy all the time, but that is your lounge, your place, your space, all right? And you can be happy most of the time. You control the environment. You control the atmosphere. That is your ecosystem. And you keep all things as equal as possible, okay? That is your ecosystem where you keep things as equal as possible. So not only if you find yourself in someone else's spot or misery lounge, you need to get up and go. If you find people in your spot, in your lounge that you don't need there, send them packing. Send them packing, okay? Because if you can't get along, you need to get on, all right? So I wish you guys peace. You know I wish you positivity. And I wish you prosperity. Because why? Without peace, there is chaos. There is the potential for a lot of chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity live, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Okay? I want to prosper to my fullest potential. I'm sure you guys want to prosper to your fullest potential. We all want to prosper to our fullest potential. And to prosper doesn't mean you don't need a crowd to prosper, right? You don't need a crowd. You don't need a leader. Your leader is God. Your leader is you, right? You don't need a crowd. You don't need a leader. You don't have to be a follower. Now, sometimes there's nothing wrong with being a follower, depending on the situation, depending on the circumstances, and depending on who the leader is and if they're a great leader. But if somebody is just as grown and adult as you, make your own decisions. You don't have to be a follower. You can be a leader, even if the only person that you are leading is you. Okay? Because that's the most important person anyway. We're not talking about family. We're talking about on these platforms, right? On these social media platforms. Anybody who is a content creator, anybody who is a subscriber, whatever you do, you are the most important person. The most important person is you. If you don't like something, keep it moving. That scroll option, that's probably, out of all this stuff with the internet, that option to scroll on by. Man, that is probably the best option we all have available to us, is to keep scrolling when you don't like something. When you don't like somebody that you don't even know. Keep scrolling. Scroll on by. Y'all remember that song, Walk On By? Dionne Warwick? You can be young and know that song. You can be elderly and know that song. You can be middle-aged and know that song. That song's always going to have a nice groove to it. Just walk on by. Scroll on by. Replace walk with scroll. Walk on by like we do, just like right now. We're walking and talking. Walk on by. And hopefully, they'll just walk on by you. Right? What do I tell you guys? People that we know and love, we sit there and get mad at them. Avoid them for days, weeks, months, sometimes years. Complete strangers you don't know, won't ever meet, are not important to you. You see them on the app, and you got to have something to say every time you see them. Why? Why? That's crazy. That's crazy. Keep moving. When you see something that you don't like, keep moving. Right? The same way you want to help your mind, body, and soul when it comes to exercising, physical activity, you need to keep moving. When you see things that you don't like or things that aren't, productive for you, conducive to your growth and development, you just keep moving. When you see things that aren't conducive to your growth and your development, keep moving. You don't even always have to say anything about it. You can if you choose to, freedom of speech. But you got some people that always want to talk about what they're doing. And it's like, they really don't know that the crowd is like, why you got to tell us, just do it. Like, why you got to tell us, just do it. Some things you don't have to, some announcements you don't have to make. Like, unless you're the president, the vice president, the governor, the mayor, city officials, like, people don't care. Some of the announcements they make, people don't care about. So if you're going to leave, or if you don't like something, why make an announcement? We don't need to hear the announcement. You know why. They need the attention. So you guys don't let people bother you. Don't let stressed people or stressful other things that are stressful to other people, places. Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it stress you out. And I will see you guys, okay? I will see you on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lines Pride. Do you guys hear that? No, it's not a helicopter. That's an airplane. That is an airplane. I'm so used to hearing like a helicopter or something, but that's an airplane. The moon is showing, making its presence known, showing itself. It's so funny when you look up at the sky and you see the moon and stars. And when it's daylight, you see the sun, and then you see helicopters and airplanes, especially airplanes, and you see how high they are. And you think, man, that's high. From the ground to where an airplane is. But then you think, what about the distance from that airplane to the moon? Right? And it's like, wow. So amazing how things so far away, so far away, can look so close, yet still look so far away. Things that are so far away can appear so close, and yet still be so far away. They look closer than they are. They just look closer than they are. So I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Remember, don't let anybody disrupt the equilibrium in your ecosystem, okay? Keep as much as you can, keep your ecosystem clear, okay? Keep it clear of all things negative as much as you can, because you got enough stuff you got to deal with in your regular day-to-day lives. So when it comes to social media, try to keep your ecosystem, keep things as equal as you can. As equal as you can. All things equal. As equal as possible. And anything that's not good for you, release it, let it go. And if it doesn't want to let go, tell it to leave. Get away from you. Release yourself. And sometimes you might need to remove yourself. So you guys be safe. And I will see you guys in the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lives Pride. Thank you to everybody, all the content creators, and anybody that came through here who decided to say something and who didn't. I appreciate you all. Bye, y'all.